About 3,000 teens die every year by suicide.
What would you do if one of your friends told you that they were thinking about suicide?
I've had friends, including myself, attempt suicide. It was just pain.
Suicide is a permanent solution to a temporary problem.
When you're at the scene, you're thinking about the waste of a life, the waste of somebody that could have done something in this world.
It makes me so sad to know that I wasn't there enough for him to know that he could come to me.
Have you ever felt so hopeless that you don't want to go on?
They say, don't tell anyone about this. You should tell. It's better to have your friend mad at you for a few weeks than to lose him forever.
You always start to question, well, what if I could have saved them? What if I could have helped them?
I think it takes a lot of courage to talk to somebody.
The Yellow Ribbon Suicide Prevention Program.
It feels good when you help someone that you almost lost.
We want to share our stories. We don't want to keep them quiet. We want people to know that we've experienced similar things, and we want them to know that people going through this kind of thing aren't alone.
Suicide is the third leading cause of death for 15 to 24-year-olds in this country. What kind of friend are you?
Save a life.
Suicide, it's forever.
For every completed suicide, there are 8 to 25 attempts.
When a young person has died by suicide, the effect that it has on that community is devastating.
My name is Terry Kaltenbaugh, and I'm the founder and president of the Light for Life Foundation of Southern California. I'm the father of Amy Kaltenbaugh, who took her life on June 6, 1997.
My son, Raymond, died by suicide September 6, 2004.
Our son, Peter Algren, took his life 5 years ago. Son, Ryan, he took his own life on October 12th, 2000.
Since 1994, the Yellow Ribbon Suicide Prevention Program received over 55,000 letters, emails, and phone calls thanking them for their program, and have received 3,700 letters, emails, and phone calls saying, "You saved my life, you saved my child's life, you saved my friend's life."
At the time she died, she was 14. She was beloved by everyone that knew her.
It was a good week. He talked about his classes, went to football practice, hung out with his friends.
She's the last person in the world we would ever expect to do this.
I don't know why he couldn't tell me that there was something wrong.
The Yellow Ribbon Suicide Prevention Program was started by Dale and Dar Emmy in 1994 after the death of their 17-year-old son, Michael. When word spread in the high school that Mike had died by suicide, his friends started showing up at their home saying to Dale and Dar, "What can we do?" And so the kids themselves invented the Yellow Ribbon card, and they passed it out at Mike's funeral.
That card is a lifeline.
It's going to put you in touch with the people that you need. Whether you give it to a friend or a parent or a teacher, that person is going to realize that you need an extra hand.
It allows them the communication skills, it allows them the resources, it allows them to be able to talk to somebody who's been through the same thing they've been through.
If there's people who come with empathy and kindness and gentleness and just with a little card, it's amazing what can happen there.
The most reassuring part of Yellow Ribbon is that there's people out there who want to listen.
The Yellow Ribbon Suicide Prevention Program is a natural in a school setting. It reminds the kids that the adults that surround them, the principal, the counselors, school nurse, their teachers, are there to help them.
What we're trying to do with this program is to let kids know that there is help, and really all you have to do is ask.
The Yellow Ribbon Suicide Prevention Program is saving lives, one card at a time. Young people know that it's always okay to ask for help.
Depression is a disease. Suicide is never about death. It's about wanting to end the pain.
The symptoms of depression are fatigue, emptiness, loneliness, changes in mood, and an overall extreme change in behavior.
My senior year, I felt overwhelmed with pain and just confusion, and every once in a while I would think, okay, well maybe I just can't go on, maybe I can't do this. And then it got to the point where it was every day I was trying to find a reason not to take my life. And so that's when I realized I need to get help.
To really admit that I feel like killing myself, for most kids, it's just like drug use. Oh, I'm not that bad.
Stay with the person.
This isn't just a suicide prevention card. This is an ask for help card. It's not just for if you're thinking about suicide. Whatever the situation is, if you need help, you need to talk.
My sister always tells me that I just have to let my emotions come through more.
I'm always afraid to let my pants down.
I started drinking excessively and starting to do drugs.
Listen, really listen. Take them seriously.
A lot of these pressures are affecting these high school students and they don't know who to turn to.
Suicide is the most preventable form of death.
It's okay to ask for help.
The truth is there's a lot of people behind you, and there's a lot of people that would miss you if you weren't here.
If there's one person at the school that you can connect with, that could change your life.
I know that it's eventually going to turn out okay. I just need help getting through that.
Get or call help immediately.
The whole point of Yellow Ribbon is getting you to the help that you need. And it's not telling you what help you need, it's saying, okay, what can we do to help you? Let us know and then we'll do that for you. We'll help you get there.
Suicide is the second, the third, or the fourth leading cause of death for young people between the ages of 10 and 24. We are losing our future needlessly.
If there's a friend out there that you're worried about, that something's just telling you that it's not right, that something in your instincts, that your gut is saying that they need some sort of help. Maybe they are going through a tough situation. Maybe they, just broke up with their boyfriend or their girlfriend, or maybe their parents are going through a divorce or life at home. Maybe there's abuse or neglect or something going on. Or you need to remind them, regardless of any of these situations, that you're there to help, that's why you're giving them this card, is to let them know that you care, that you're the person that they need to come to when they need help.
If somebody calls you, talks to you, tells you that they have a plan to end their life, you have to believe them, and you are not being their friend by keeping that to yourself.
Males make up 86% of adolescent suicides.
He had called friends, told them what he was going to do. A couple of his friends later told me that they thought they talked him out of it. And a couple other of his friends just absolutely didn't believe what he had to say.
If those words are there, you take it serious every single time.
That's all you really need, is to know that someone cares about you, and that they're there for you.
Over the past 50 years, the suicide rate in our country has doubled.
Even though there is a laundry list of signs that are out there and indicators, they're not always obvious to us. We need more information. That's where we need other students to step forward and to help us out.
Be a link, save a life.
Looking back with the knowledge I have of suicide awareness now, I definitely think there were some moments where I could have picked up on things more.
Stay with the person. You are their lifeline.
Young people hold on to this card because it feels like hope in their hand.
Get help immediately.
I think if Yellow Ribbon were in every school around the country, that we would have the resources to be able to combat suicide.
If you feel like you need to talk to someone, please call one of the 24-hour nationwide numbers, 1-800-SUICIDE or 1-800-273-TALK.
It's okay to ask for help. Suicide, it's forever.
For more information, log on to www.yellowribbonsd.org, the Yellow Ribbon Suicide Prevention Program.
Do you care about the world?